Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Green Life Garden and Home DIY channel. As you can see, today it is sunny and bright out here. So today what I want to do is go ahead and finish up the setting up the rain gutter grow system. We hadn't been out on the homestead because of all of the rain that we got. Just wanted it to dry up a little bit before I came back out and completed that particular project. So I'm going to just jump right into it and let you see what we got and what we're doing, and stick around. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to cut this pipe down the side, and I'm going to come across and come back up this way, and that's going to leave an opening for me to put this little water bulb in there, and what that's going to serve as is a cutoff valve for sand nets for the reservoir. And so I'll let you see how I get that in, and we will move on from there. So I've got my little area here cut out so that I'll be able to put my valve inside of it. As you can see, that's where the little end valve is gonna, not valve, the end cap is gonna be to keep the water from leaking. And you might want to glue this particular side on, and this is going to be in here. So that's not glued yet. I'm going to fix this to this. I'm going to get this fixed here. This is going to have a little hole in it right there, and I'll show you how that looks. Okay, so what I'm about to do right now is go ahead and get ready to put the float valve inside of the end cap. And nobody I've seen that have did videos setting up the rain gutter grow system has actually showed how to attach these pieces. So I'm going to show you as best I can. I would also suggest that, well, first of all, I'm using a 1/2 inch drill bit right here. I would suggest that you get you a piece of the PVC pipe that you cut out to do a little test run. That way you don't screw this up, because this is probably the most costly part of this whole project, this end cap. They could run anywhere between $5 or more, it just depends. So just to make sure that you're not having to go out and buy another end cap, just go ahead and do a little test run. Alright, so I'm gonna get ready to drill a hole here. Also, I'm inside the homestead. It's a work in progress. And so I'm going to put it on top of a board just in case I go through, because Lord knows the last thing I need is to try to explain to my husband how I done drilled a hole through the floor. Alright, so here we go. I've already got it pre-started. Drilling down in here, just 1/2 inch bit. Okay, see? Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and back out and get ready to put these pieces, this piece right here in. These were screwed on to the end of this tube, that washer, and then the I'm going to call it the nut. And then, you know, this right here is a little plastic piece that's going to keep the seal, okay? And again, this is going to be inside of my end cap once I get everything set up. This is just a test run for you to see. Got my hole. I'm going to pretend like this is the outside and this is the inside, and I'm going to see if that fits. If it doesn't, then you're going to have to get a bigger drill bit, of course, and we'll see what happens after that. Alright, my 1/2 inch drill bit was not big enough for the particular float valve that I'm using. All of them are different. You just have to, you know, adjust everything as far as sizes accordingly. I'm going to go ahead and try the 3/4 inch and see if that'll get this float valve piece here through my PVC pipe. Alright, so I've got the 3/4 inch hole drilled into my PVC pipe, my little test run, and a 1 1/2 inch bit should have been perfect for this, but because of this little plastic seal, it's just going to be okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pretend like this is the end cap, and I'm going to, because it's going to go in the end cap like that, I'm going to stick it right in here, working with one hand, and I'm going to slide it in, and you can see this little plastic seal that's going to seal it, and then the outside, it also has a plastic seal that's going to go around it, and then the washer. So let me get that connected and show you what it looks like. So I've got the other side screwed on. I've got the little connections on the outside. There's another piece that's going to go in here that's going to hook up to a hose that's going to actually be in the bucket or barrel or whatever you're using using as a water source, whatever you're using as a water source. Alright, so that's the complete hookup of the float valve. And like I said, I've never seen anybody actually put it together on camera, so thought I would go ahead and show a little bit more detail. Okay. Alright, so I've got my hole drilled into my end cap. This is the real deal. And what I'm going to do now, you can just hold it right there steady for me, is I'm going to go ahead and take my float valve, put it inside this hole, and notice I've got my rubber piece on there. Okay, it's going inside, and I am going to take my washer and the little screw on that go on the outside. I'm going to put it here, and if you would like to get another rubber piece to put there, you could. And I'm going to go ahead and screw this in place, and I'm only using my hand strength. You don't need to be trying to tighten it with no
wrench,
no wrenches or anything like that. Hold on just a second. This is rather just okay, hold him that. This is rather thick in here, and that's why I only have so much thread on the outside, but it's okay. So I've got this connected inside of the end cap, and this is what it's going to look like on the outside. So the other thing is, once you get this all screwed in and get it connected, of course you're going to have to use some PVC glue pipe glue to glue that on nice and tight. And this is the piece that is going to actually connect to your water source, and you're going to screw this piece in here, and then you're going to have probably about a 1/4 inch line that's going to connect here. And once we get it all set up, we'll show you what that looks like as well. That 1/4 inch line is going to be connected to your bucket, your drum, barrel, whatever you use. Most likely I will start off with just a 5-gallon bucket. So I know this is kind of turning into how to install a float valve, but I poured water in here just then, you see, and just wanted to show you that I tightened this on with my hand. Didn't get it extremely tight, and it is not leaking. In case you were wondering why I didn't put any of the tape that you can put around the threads before you screw on the nut. I didn't have any out here with me, so I went ahead and put it together. Being that I've got to get some glue, I'll most likely go ahead and get threads just to be on the safe side, because you know you don't want to have to take this thing loose and fill it back up with water once you get it all installed. Okay, so